Nades well timed.
That's a good piece of defensive utility for Max as well to stall out any kind of mid to B at that point. So Big just coming back to catwalk, perhaps to just reestablish some presence, maybe a little bit of utility to make the defense honest, but they still have that option of falling back. They have the timing on the mid smoke. 22 seconds. Keto's going to drop down in CT spawn, try and help reverse clear things, and he spotted a player at box, but the time is an issue.
Max is in trouble. Max is in trouble. He still manages one. That'll help because Buddha falls inside the window. You're right, 10 seconds. He has so much to do in this 10 seconds, though, but the bomb's still outside. They didn't pick it up until now. There's no chance to plant. It's over. 9Z's going to win out the round just by surviving.
I think Searson just kind of lost himself and forgot that he had the bomb. He was still watching for the push of that smoke. Maybe he's not the usual bomb carrier with that AWP. Oftentimes he's a little bit more passive in middle on those mid to B splits for Big, where he's watching to cut off the rotations. This time, he's just way too deep. He's paused. It hit the ground.
It's Max that actually got the shot on that first kill, and no one identified it.
Okay.
Yeah, look, bomb just dropped, and yep, they realized it.
All right, fair play. We're not going to criticize Searson for that one. I take it all back. But no one realized the bomb hit the deck, and time was a massive problem. 1 round lead for Big. They got plenty of weapons they were able to move forward with. Keto's got utility, even with a little bit of money. And a timeout taken from Big. Gabi's going to get involved. They had no pressure on Nuke. They didn't have to take a single one. This time Gabi going to have an early conversation with the squad here on Dust 2. Hopefully that first map spanking really woke up 9Z.
I hope so, for their own sake and for everyone's sake watching, not just the fans in the arena, but even Big fans. You want to see a challenge.
Second tag for Searson.
See some good Counter-Strike. You're absolutely right. He tags up DGT again. Max and Buddha with an early push once more from 9Z and toward the tunnels.
Big's out of money. If 9Z can find a win where they eliminate everyone, they're going to be sitting pretty. NQZ gives up the angle. This is awkward. He's shifting position. This is the perfect time for Keto. Here comes the utility. Oh, what a great shot. What a great peek out and a flick over. And a long defense that's very strong.
David behind the door. Not checked. Tapson able to shut him down immediately, though. But DJT still here. Went for anti-flash. They didn't look. I thought he was done. I thought he was looking the wrong way. He might have the wrong utility out this time, though. Crimbo beats him to the punch, and he will fall. It's Max that works back up catwalk, however. They have not taken long. They have not gotten toward the site, and it's going to be a flank with Searson not looking. Doesn't even matter. NQZ hits that shot first. Bomb to be gathered by Crimbo. 43 seconds. He could get this back over toward B.
Yeah, he can go for this. He absolutely should go for this. No money in the bank. See what you can create. There's a gap, a huge gap in the defense as Crimbo moves down the mid-ramp. And he's got to take a risk somewhere. Okay, he calls it off, goes back towards middle. Here's these footsteps as well. Max is in trouble. Max is peeking towards the B bomb site, but look at Buddha. Buddha's waiting to see if he's going to push further out middle. Now he's got the information, and he should start hustling over to the B bomb site because Crimbo's making his play.
He is. He's not going to go back. He's not going to try and divide them with a secondary rotation toward A. He's going to take the fight directly. Information again. Crimbo knows he can't commit to that fight, though. He has to plant. 6 seconds. Got to go, Buddha. Got to go. He's let him slip away. This could actually work out. He's alone right now. If Buddha goes down. Oh, my. Big could have stole that back. But 9Z just barely hold on.
I'll tell you what, that's a little bit of the hesitance and indecision that we've seen from 9Z that makes it really uncomfortable to feel confident that they're actually getting into this game. Buddha kind of stuck between two decisions. Not assertive on the initial play to come in and stop the plan. He was worried for a fake and a repeat, but then frozen out in the open still. He's worried that he's in a situation where he's going to leave his teammate in a 1v1. Thankfully, he wins it, doesn't have to worry, and a second timeout now for Big.
I think if he looks at time, though, he get him off the bomb, even if he loses that 1v1.
I think it was 8 seconds. I think there was time. I think there was time for the
might have been
plant.
6 on the fight. You're right. So maybe he got back in. There was 8 when he got to the box. But yeah, maybe there was thinking there was a chance on that. I would have pushed it. But then I'm not the server, am I?
No, you are not.
For obvious reason.
Second timeout for Big in the early going here on Dust 2. Yesterday against Greyhound, Big's T side. It was the T side of Greyhound that gave Big issues. Their own T side was just dominant. So let's see how many rounds 9Z can put on the board. Tech 9s. Light investment from Big with Deagles as well. Utility and armor. Searson saving up with a Glock for an AWP. And heavy presence towards the B bomb site towards Upper Dark early for Big.
incendiary.
It's late.
It is. They're through. Buddha. He waits for it, but not late enough because it cuts off 3. They get the first 2 with the rifles. Bomb is dropped. They're going to swing the smoke. Max will tuck himself into the closet a little bit further. That'll allow Buddha a bit more chance to wiggle and work as well. He gets taken down by Tabson. It doesn't matter. 4-3. Good hold 9Z. And that was all in the fact that they broke the economy, which is now back and intact for Big.
It's a party. 4-3.
A carnival of Counter-Strike.
All back in the hands of Searson. He's got 2 tags so far in the game on the cross. Let's see if he goes for a third. AK-47's around it. And we play on in round number 8.
David shot.
Oh, my Lord.
Got Kiddo down. Max. Damage in, couldn't get it, he falls off. DGT's there, tries to go anti-flash on that, that's a straight peek. Needed to be ready for the engagement instead, and NQZ, though, does at least get Searson, so Crimbo left to a 1-on-3. 9Z can still hold this round.
And this time it feels like there was a cool plan behind the aggression. You had 2 players fighting on catwalk, you had an AWP deep to help protect as well. That's a tough one to give up. Crimbo now in a 1v2. He had the 1v3 earlier just 2 rounds ago. Now a little bit easier, a minute to work with. He's got the bomb in hand as well. And 9Z players are going to coordinate, get close together, a crossfire in middle to be able to react and respond to each other's contact.
Opens it up, good find. David snuck back out. I was going to say he could run that to tunnels. David had to respond. So they cut off the bomb with a 2-on-1 and a crossfire, 2-trade situation. But now 5-3, Big. This is starting to be a bit of pressure on them now.
Yeah.
Change from the last map, certainly.
That's a great shift, though. It's a beautiful shift over towards catwalk for David to say, look, I'm going to come close to you, and I'll be able to respond and react based off what you see. And even though he loses the fight, he's there to pick up the pieces. Back to pistols, this time unarmored, although it looks like they're still talking about things. I think this is a little disorganization of not wanting to use a 3rd timeout this early in the game and coming up with a plan late in the freeze time. Not the biggest deal in the world, but as you mentioned, shows a little bit of pressure starting to build for Big.
Max. Ooh, 2 pistols. That's not ideal. 1 only with the rifle, and it's given away. There's no one to recover it. And now they have something a little stronger to work with. Not now. Buddha's taking that back. Headshot. Kiddo didn't have the head armor, couldn't withstand the damage. They could grab that again. Smoke down on the dead body as well. And 1 in the hands of Crimbo. He's able to reach it with the pillar still protecting, so doesn't even need the utility just to get the weapon. Ooh, that's deep. Buddha, ooh, bouncing. Flashed in. Couldn't work it. I knew he would go for the peek because he saw the smoke go past him. But the flash not successful, and Crimbo's going to add another to this. Another rifle as well that sits in the tunnel. Has to be watched. But DGT needs to check middle first. They smoke it, they grab it, they run it. Crimbo's only on 9. He can be shut down. High HP close. Inaccuracy. Dowie gets the kill in. DGT soften them up. That'll allow David back through. But Sin brings it to a 1-on-1. This M4 is a huge problem. Back toward the bomb. 35 seconds. Worried, however, that NQZ is closer. He's on an AWP in this position.
Oh, he's going to go through tunnels. This is risky, though. That opens up an avenue if Sin was to work up the courage to move over to the A bomb site, but that's such an unlikely prospect that NQZ is willing to take the risk. I wonder, because Sin is taking his time to get into the bomb site and put the bomb planted.
Yeah, he's going to look.
Yeah, he's looking towards halls now, but when he gets the bomb planted, is he going to be aware of the possibility? There's timing here for NQZ.
Got the call that he's low on HP, obviously, from his teammates, so Sin with 22 as NQZ on the pistol, and the pistol prevails through the edge, a headshot even, to make it now 6 for 9Z.
Yeah, but that's a very sketchy round. I think Big is going to be pleased with the damage they've done in a round like that with the buy they had. And as you mentioned, that M4 was so costly to drop early on. That provided so much. DJT, that was a very shaky round. That should have very easily been a double kill for him, but a little bit nervous it seems. 9Z still up 3. Money's a problem, though. They haven't been able to build anything up by virtue of 4 kills in that round, 4 kills in the previous round. Big have this economy at a breaking point.
IHC, these will certainly be, you know, the best chances of getting experience that they've ever had on this map. Not just yesterday, but here today as well. Neofrag, he's cleared cave very methodically. Those 50-50 angles are quite a fear towards the cave side. Viku, the timing, jumps back. And Cabal hears it, but can he really go with the Mag 7 any further? He's heard that retreat. That might force rotations back to B. There's already 3 strong at this site right now. Neofrag going to get that short smoke in, and they're ready to go.
Oh, Techno, no! How could they do him like that? Spammed from cave. Someone else going to try and replace this. Scores up close. Oh, hello, Nexa. Peeks his head through the smoke at top ramp and does get it taken off, but his teammates have all fallen into place and look to deal with this force by quite concisely. Cabal's wrapped around, but the Mag 7 here is far from ideal.
And he's been spotted, so not going to get any easier. Oh, that's a nice chunky headshot. Nothing feels better than a Mag 7 kill, but it can give and it can take, certainly. Conversions afoot for OG. And the worst part about Mag 7 is when they don't come to you. Very nice spam. Full eco now, just a couple of upgrades. Ooh, that destroyed it. Did he tick the molly first? Maybe it was like 90 or 80. I didn't quite catch his health, but that was one way to do it. P2 Fitty though on the other side, and he knows the left. He should know the left is clear. Yeah. Easy done. 8-0 for Neofrag.
Hot start.
Swimmingly.
Hot start, isn't it? Low on health, so he's been given the AK. What a life he's getting to live right now. Dagstep drops Annihilation, and Cabal, come on then. Last guy left, they will deal with it. This is where it's going to get a bit more exciting. This is where we're going to get our look in to see if IHC can bounce back here in this series. Staring elimination in the face.
Yeah, got to start strong. Annihilation given the orb by Techno immediately, and a very important piece of the puzzle. I think he was 70 health there. Of course, for the uninitiated, no armor means everything hits harder, everything hurts more. Got to get it going. Cabal will try middle. Oh, the spam! Dexter does it again with the rifles. This guy doesn't care what he give him. He'll make it work.
And all the ways that this, first rifle round could have gone. That is worst case Ontario.
What an impeccable pace being set by OG at the start of this game. They know they can just build up such a buffer of T rounds if they find the right couple of kills to explode. And similar to Inferno, locked out of the round, having to save within seconds.
Rough, man. Rough as far as it goes. Dexter can't set a foot wrong. Spam damage up through red after getting the first. And that just tees you up to run away with this first rifle round, really. Even a chance to upgrade.
There's not really much you can say about that, except OG have come in with a quick execute. A well-drilled round, and a little bit of luck goes a long way.
If you're IHC, I think you can, write that one off as, unfortunate. The first time it happens, you're allowed to say, okay, unlucky. We got smoke spammed, we got fast played over towards mid. If that's something that OG are able to keep running back, that's when it's going to be a lot more problematic.
There's only so many write-offs you can amass before the IRS come knocking, Harry.
Yeah, there we are.
You don't want to get your books looked at if they're getting cooked at. This second one, just despicable. No traces, no info, nothing. Just spam. But still a 4-buy. Care middle, triple mid to begin. I love that reaction for IHC. OG are going to run it though. Flames pushing through with a smoked Molotov. It's going going to make it work. He's cleared Cubby at least, but not committed yet. Trying to get that info, trying to force a fight. There's no top red smoke at least. That's going to be a deep elbow smoke from Cabal, but they want to swing together. The flash might delay things for a moment as Blitz moves in wide, tries to take that position that was just mollied. Caught on a lineup, gets one. Cabal doesn't know they've swung wide. Next has seen him, but Cabal wins that engagement. A good trade up for IHC, mollied into the corner. With no smoke, has to fight and won't survive. Dexter does it back, and now we're in a nice on 3-on-3.
All right, Annihilation's been waiting to get involved with the AWP, and he might have to wait that much longer. Dexter's hit this timing all the way in the red. Right now, OG, they are kind of involved in 3 different fights all across the map if they want to be. They had that attempt to go and find the frag at B, and Annihilation's realized, well, there was someone mid, wasn't there? There he is.
Oh,
no!
God! Okay.
It's fine.
Style points.
He's recovered it. Second time's the charm, and Techno is going to deal with the last man. Okay. I was nearly mortified for Annihilation.
Did not like that at all. What a terrifying shot. But on the board, they are. After a 3-on-3 in mid as well, which should certainly give the T some advantages.
Yeah, this was just scary. Going for the no-scope.
Again.
I would class it as needlessly stylish.
Annihilation has gone for a lot of no-scopes. I have noticed that. But, you know, pros find a way. I don't know. I don't hit them. Symbol does. Forced off the angle, gives Annihilation his.
Trying to throw the keys to your car in the keyhole as opposed to just like putting them in.
That feels a little less accurate, but I see the analogy.
Over a sea of drains, right? Dexter holding on. This is a guy, he's not going to try no scope you. He just wants to fight you straight up. Now, there is someone along. Oh, Techno's seen the boost, the madness, man. He saw them trying to assemble it, and he's like, all right, rubbing his hands together, more than happy with this. Now, onto the AWP as well. A second one in the round as he retrieves Dexter's from the bottom of ramp.
I think Neofrag just scroll wheeled there as well, so he thinks he's been heard, but actually no one's close. They're still carrying Cave. Techno gives it up, goes back to the rifle. Neofrag in no rush. They're still waiting. See if someone makes a mistake here. That's your hope, but eventually you've got to make the call that we've got to go. Flames up on ramp. Scared of close with no util to clear it. Fiku's going to try and fake things out on A, get an entry kill. Needs to check behind the box. Common position, and he won't clear it. Cabal with the kill. Now down to Destiny in this B bomb site. 3 CTs here. Techno can get poised, and yeah, Flames ain't going for it. He gets the AWP, he gets out. Wants nothing to do with it. Neofrag, combat save as well. Not where you want to save. You can hear pitter-pattering all around you, but don't want to lose the gun. Playing the long game instead. 2 rounds for IHC. Getting on early and getting out with 5. That's big. Speed. Wow, that one is really quick.
I kind of wish that's how we could watch all highlights.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be
all
sick.
eco rounds.
That would be sick. The really nice play out of Techno. Do love to see that.
Yeah, it's you know, he's just very. He really, you know, makes his mind up that that's a setup where he's waiting for his AWP to make contact before he does anything, but he just takes matters into his own hands, sees a shadow, goes, you know what, I'm not going to sit back and relax, I'm not going to wait, I'm going to make a play. Very confident player, is what I'm trying to say. But the lack of experience doesn't seem to scare him into playing passive as many would when the pressure's on like this. Does Dexter want to go back for a boost, perhaps? So common to see from your AWPer. Just holding the safer angle. Oh, sees ahead. Takes it off. Techno gone. Neofrag going to take the cave as a smoke phase, but it is replenished. A lot of bullets, but not a lot of connections. Annihilation in middle. Big shot equalizes. I like this crossfire.
Gonna make getting into cave hard, but what if you never wanted to get into cave? What if you just went up the ramp and into an empty B site? Well, Blitz has started to dismantle that cave crossfire and now looks to hold on. But dead after the first, they will get into B. There's a fast flank at a score from Cave. He's quiet as he does it, so they won't be ready for him this deep, surely. Dexter dead, and a man advantage taken. IHC, I don't want to lose score. He really just wants to stay alive here, knowing he's a nuisance in the back line, diverting attention away and making their lives misery.
Nice.
There's the rotate out of Annihilation. And IHC, a very, very nice, clamp down upon the site there in that 3v3 retake.
Yeah, that was really, really clean. No panic from Score as well. He even gets that jump spot, which allows him to play his fight slowly, knowing that Fiku's pushed down the ramp. And Fiku doesn't want to rush it either. That's really nice. They took a double AWP. I hope they saved it. This is such a good map to double AWP on, and especially with how OG are playing, because they can just post one up middle to stop these constant mid takes and mid lurkers for OG, and then let one roam, right? The mid one can go and lean towards A. The second AWP can work a B long pick or sit on the bomb site. There's so many options. They'll go for the AK instead. I haven't really seen double AWPs at all for ISG. Maybe they just don't have that confident second AWP. I don't even know who would take it, really. So there's no problem. Stick to your guns, and they will. OG do the same. Another execute. These worked out so far. They're going to run 2 smokes over that A site, and right now it's just Cabal here.
Yeah, what's the guy trying to be the difference maker on Inferno here? It's a Disco Inferno dancing around the temple. He's lit them up. Nexa trying to move in. Cabal with 3 to his name. And why stop there? On for the ace now. If he can find Neo Frag, but all the way over towards B, a long way from the action. Neo Frag will fall at the hands of Score, denying the ace to Cabal, sure, but finding a 4th round for IHC, and that's what matters most.
Yeah, indeed. Equalization. Suddenly, very quickly, in fact, this game is afoot. Felt like OG could have run over it, just with the pace they were setting in, not just the pistol, but that mid-take in their first gun round. They really flipped the script here. It's their map pick. They knew they were starting T-side. They need more pocket pick strategies. That AXX was nice, but it doesn't work when they get mauled.
If this game's afoot, OG need a hand. Score in the tunnel's going to get run down.
Dear.
Cave is now open. Flames
Run.
armed with the A1S, but running in with the Tech-9. That gun is lost. Techno 4K, head on a swivel. Taken off by Neo Frag's Tech-9.
Yeah. He commits to the pistol there because he saw his opponent reloading. He doesn't want to pull out a gun with no ammo. Good save for Fiku. Spams the Deagle, finds ahead. 2-on-2 now. OG, they just pummeled that B bomb site, but they lose the bomb in the process. And Blitz is regaining information as he goes. Will he find this kill? Neofrag seen the head. Over the top, Fiku gets caught. And Blitz finds a double. Good save from the captain. 5-4. IHC take the lead back for the first time in the map. Okay, OG, I feel like they've dig pretty deep. They've tried a lot of different things. They've run and execute. They've put a lot of pressure on Cave. Neofrag's actually winning out his Cave fights. They've taken mid a lot. Next is going to have to work hard for this one on the T side. Try and figure out what's next. Another default with a mid-take from Flames. Seems to be the guy, and with that smoke, he has a big gap to fight Ledge. They ran boost Annihilation up on top, and Flames digs them deep down below. 2 kills in middle before the trade. Neofrag gets swung. That's a psychopathic play for Score, but it works wonderfully. 3-on-3, he knows he's been getting the 1v1s on lane, and he's going to take them.
Oh,
Wow.
shot exchanged either way, but the AWP wins that out. Dexter creating space into the A side of the map. Score, he's made 1 massive play already, so hell, what's another added to the tally? Walking through this CT smoke, dealing with Fiku, bringing it back to a 2v2. And look at Techno 4K all the way back at main. Now, will the penny ever drop on this play? 50 seconds, and yeah, they've turned around and keep an eye on it. Nexus got his name, got his number. Score left up in this one, in the 1v2. Doesn't know where that AWP's gotten to. Doesn't know what the bomb's doing back in main, but he's heard the footstep now. He's seen the barrel, he sees the arm. Gonna take a leg, but it's Nexa taking heads off to close that out.
Wow, what a nice try. He hesitated, but he had to take that shot. Maybe someone called the AWP was low as well, but only one kill. And Nexa, what a quick trade on a very difficult headshot angle. Sharp shooting. OG saved the day after pandemonium in middle. I like what OG are doing here. See how Flames got that kill, right? Every time they go mid, they specifically smoke the Molotov on the farthest left side. It gives Flames such a big gap to exploit middle to still fight. They don't just smoke themselves out on a choke point. Sometimes you'll do that if you're rushing through because you don't care where the smoke is. But Flames was not in a hurry there. And he gets both kills in mid as a result. OG convert the round. Immediate response to IHC getting on the board and taking that lead. But I gotta say, I'm liking how competitive this game is already. Moves. Dexter, okay. Going for Nikados, huh? It works. Love that pick. They've been so patient and so calculated in Cave, using a lot of util, waiting out the smokes. Not this time. Neofrag now has got that space thanks to Dexter's pick, and he is doubled down. He is done right on his AWP. Takes two and just leaves. Why rush? 5v3. These rounds are still winnable for IHC, but pulling back and disallowing a trade is the best way of making sure that will never happen. Lovely grenade onto Flames, but it's still OG in pole position, pushing, aggression denied. I don't think you're ever winning that fight with your blitz, even if you know you're being held. What a grimy angle from Nexa. 5-on-2. And this is why you wait, because the CTs feel so much pressure to make moves. And they're still doing so, but OG don't care. They're going to walk into this B site and walk it over the line.
Yeah, that much is it is as good as guaranteed, really. IHC not destined to even give this one a passing thought. Just looking to save. They will have this backstab, and Flames turns on a dime to win that first. Not only keeping himself afloat, keeping himself alive, but more importantly, out of someone who was never even trying to win the round, whose whole goal is just to live. Well, you've ruined that. You've removed the gun from play, and you've left it now in a spot where, like, if they'd saved that gun, I think you would have had a very, very good buy in this round right around the corner. You know, you would have had the saving players drop guns over, then you have blitz and score with more than enough money. With just the AWP, yeah, you can buy, but it is going to have limitations, and the AWP is far from guaranteed. Getting hunted down, Annihilation cannot hold on to it, and so it's a very high-impact hunt here out of the OG squad.
Yeah, after a valiant attempt to not give it away, right? But too many numbers, too many chasers there for OG. The Mastermind and Nexa already calling the next move on this T side. It's a phenomenal T side, I gotta say. Already done all they need for Ancient, and you know there's more coming after you said it yourself. AWP lost. Now the money is in problem. Two M4s, 3 pistols, shamble together whatever they could. I do like this angle. In fact, I hate this angle. But that's what makes it so good. Next, can just default outside of B, and Neofrag's back is covered the entire time. Taking mid with 3, though. Dex is going to hold this while they clear it with a Molotov. OG very methodical in these mid takes, but hey, with nothing to lose, may as well throw everyone into middle. Well, one's already gone, and the second rifle behind the smoke. They might have to clear this. Ooh.
Okay. That makes it a bit more exciting here. Because Flames, you know, that's a bit of a coin toss angle, really, and every coin flip of the fight right now. has come up in favor of IHC outside of that initial pick onto Blitz. They see OG trying to move up onto the lane.
Annihilation wants that gun so badly.
And he'll get it with patience.
He's already gambled back to B. Doesn't want to risk it with the AWP in middle. And if he leaves now to go for it, OG will wander into this site. It's really just got to be on score to finish what he started.
Smoke down for sure. Now the smoke on next so that can be used to block off long. So you're able to cut out these sight lines. You're able to make life rough for IHC.
Smoke did not go where he wanted.
That's not ideal, is it? And now these pistols trying to get involved. Neo Frag holds on with the spray. And Nex is going to help him along the way. Cabal 1v3. There are guns in middle, but somehow he's only got the pistol.
I don't know why, how, or yeah, how does NeoFrag hold on to that spray, right? You think you give it up and move behind cover, but he seems convinced that eventually, throw enough bullets at it, something's going to hit. Lovely kill to save an awkward smoke. Next to throw it towards long, it just bounced. You know, uneven ground on this map a lot of the time, so you got to be careful with your util. 7-5. Still OG. Not turning their nose up at this T side. Annihilation with an AWP. Looks like he's getting boosted on long.
Oh, Dexter doing this peak.
They've learned their lesson.
Rooting again for the cave fight. And I mean, already look at like the fear it's instilled in these in this cave player. Right, Score having to just dump his utility as soon as the round started. Oh, not even that's going to save him. Dexter's got a gap around that smoke. It's gone way too deep, really. That smoke's a little rough.
Still so risky. You don't know what angle you're running into until you're already there. Oh, Dexter is ferocious right now. Oh, missed shot. How does he live? Both of them get out scot-free.
Now that you've seen that push, going to start to pick up the pace. You know that IHC have at least gathered info and might be looking to get ahead of this. So trying to go into this A-bomb site now, but Blitz holds on with a double.
No way.
Oh, and the third. Lovely little turn. The man at the helm of this IHC squad, one to deliver when they need him to.
Dude, that was gnarly, man. Perfect cover behind the box. I thought he was surely dead to NeoFrag, but he's able to crouch below the headshot angle, find Nexa with the bomb, doesn't even get traded. And yeah, you see that kill of where Dexter comes through cave. You can't even really see him. I doubt that CT that died had a clue. Blitz holds the line. And it's all because of that ramp push, right? They get the info that OG are leaving B. And OG, I mean, again out middle. Flames does it once more. Smoke on the Molotov. He takes that opener. Oh, I think committing here could be a mistake. His team haven't even won ledge as well. Score could fight middle if he wants. Careful, the
but to get back time-wise over toward B, because that's where the attack's going down. He's on the move now, and they've managed to at least thwart that position, so they are stuck in the tunnels, which means he is perfectly positioned to take out Max, and that drops the bomb. He's just got a shooting gallery, taps in for all three. Well done from Big to basically deny and hold them still long enough.
Yo, Tapson's going to show up in maybe the highlight reel with that triple kill there, but you got
boxed in. Try and save. I love that change up for IHG. They have enough of respecting OG and playing these really safe rounds. They just throw everything at them, right? They get aggressive in mid. Sure, it gives Flames a pick, but then they come in from ledge. The double cave setup that they've been doing a lot of times, but OG have yet to run into it. And, you know, reloading in front of a cave smoke is super risky because, well, we saw exactly what happens. A player's going to run through and catch you on that reload, but Techno covers and then follows up even further. But I like that smoke on the edge of cave because it lets you even fight into middle as well. And they kill him after time, doesn't it? Oh, they do. That's big. That's really big. But last round of the half now, even though OG have done a great job on this T side, I don't think we'll have any rifles, any AKs in this last round of the half. That was the bottom of the barrel money with no loss bonus, really. So it's a huge kill after time. Shrug it off. Slap it off. Fast down middle and, yeah. Destroyed by nades and spam through the smoke. IHC, they've figured out some solutions right near the end of this half. It might be too late, but they can at least win it out here and now.
Yeah, they certainly could. The stage is set for that to
Oh,
happen.
T-Flash!
Oh no, hung out to dry by that flashbang from Cabal.
Uh-oh.
He tries to make up for it, but tries the operative word there. Guns retrieved now. OG arming themselves. A 2 versus 3 on their plate, but IHC love a smoke walk.
Oh.
They love walking these smokes. They'll never respect them. Nexa 1v3 and on the swing is put down. IHC win out that first half, 8-7 on their CT side. But now, in the second half, the going really gets tough.
Tell me now why you want to wait. Running out of words you wanna say.
What contact will form?
They think we're vulnerable. They're welcome to find out.
Well, IHC able to offer up some solutions there towards the end of that first half of play. They narrowly win it out, but 7 rounds on the T side for OG on their map pick is nothing to be disappointed with. Here on Ancient, you are more than content with that. And OG, well, they've had a pretty good track record with pistols in this series.
Yeah.
Even when they haven't won pistols, often winning the